Sometimes outgrown overlay may hide some unexpected things underneath, such as this one. That's why it is so important to do fills on time. In this video, we are going to transform these nails. I will show you how to take off old product with lifting. We will do cuticle care and a new overlay. Since we will be dealing with product removal, it means tons of dust. Even though I am using dust collector, I still need to protect myself too. Mask is great, but it will not protect your eyes. That's why for removal sometimes I use protective shield. It will protect your face from all the dust. Put it on. You can also adjust the angle so it works better for you. Let me guys know if you are using this too in the comments. Nail bits and other tools I will be using in this video are provided by Russian Bourse. I get so many questions regarding products and nail bits, so I will leave the link down below. The website is not translated in English yet, but they're open for communications in English and can help you out with the orders. If you are willing to dedicate some time to it, surfing through a Russian website using Google Translator. Let's get started. These are the nails we need to work on today. It's been about 4 weeks, I believe, and looks like we have lifting here almost on each nail, especially on the left hand for some reason. Let me show you a different angle so you can see it. The reason why nails are lifting is because they are very outgrown, but also I guess the product was applied a bit too thick near the cuticle. So now let's take it off and see what's underneath. I will be using carbide bit. First, I didn't really like this shape because I prefer the one that's like more pointed, but as I tried it a few times, I actually realized that this one is so convenient to work with because there is no abrasive on the edge, so you cannot really damage the cuticle and easily reach to most areas such as sidewalls and cuticle area. Now looks like we have something underneath this lifting, which is very common because lifting is basically like an air pocket and anything may get stuck to it. So the best way to remove it is to file near the lifting and then it will basically fall off by itself. Just like that. If you know that this nail has lifting, I recommend to be careful and hold it very tight, because sometimes if your bit will touch the very tip of the lifted part, you may experience extreme vibration, and sometimes my clients get scared of this sound. So please guys, be careful and file the thickest part of the nail first, and then as you remove it, get closer to the lifted area. Like you see right now, I'm not filing off the color all the way from the top like I would normally do. If we didn't have any lifting, I will do it right from the top. But I'm leaving a little margin near the cuticle because I don't want to touch it yet. I'm just filing off the color and the top coat first. Then I'm filing the thickness of the product, the apex area, and then as I get closer to this lifted part, I kind of outline it, so then it will just fall off by itself. This lady used to go to some other salon, so I have no idea what kind of product they were using. That's why, just in case, we decided to remove entire product so we can start over with the new overlay. Time to do shaping. I will be using single-use file abrasive, and I prefer the one that is half moon shaped. These are the ones by Russian Bourse as well. I will leave the link in the description box, and this is the best way to attach it. First you separate the tip of it, make sure they perfectly match. Then you get rid of the rest of the paper and then you put them together, and this is it. When you're done, you just take it off, throw it away, and then you can sanitize the metallic part. Now let's do the shaping, and I will share some tricks today of shaping natural nails and oval shape. This client is super lucky, by the way, because her natural nails are gorgeous, long nail beds and beautiful shape. But I think it will look even better if we will file it a bit and make it a bit more narrow, so that when we apply the color on top, they will look like oval almonds, something in between. So when shaping any kind of nail shape on natural nails, the first step is always to detect the shortest nail out of 10. Because sometimes you may end up filing the beautiful oval shape and then you realize that there's actually one nail that's been broken and now all the rest of the nails are not really matching. So here her index finger is the shortest one, so we will take this one as a role model and then we will shape the other ones to it. Now let's take a look. So you see her ring finger now looks much wider, so I'm going to narrow it down a bit, but as you narrow the shape, do not file too deep into the side walls, as eventually it may break the seal of the natural nail stress area and the client may experience some cracks on the sides. So be careful when doing that, and also make sure that both sides are matching, that they have the same curve. The best way to take a look at the shape is to turn the client's hand around like this and use some contrast background. Like now I'm simply using a black tissue, so now I can easily see how the nails look like. Because sometimes if you have a white table and client's nails they're also white, you cannot really notice some details. Another trick that might be too obvious but not everybody is following is always sit straight. Do not lean too much, do not put one leg on top of the other, and also try to convince your client also to sit straight, because once you both do that, it will be so much easier to see the central line and to make the shape consistent. After that, I'm going to file off the surface shine. This time I'm using 220 grit file. This is a different one, square shaped, and the same one with the single-use abrasives. These are so convenient to use and also so sanitary because you just throw them away after single use. They're so common used here in Russia. Let me guys know if they're popular in your country as well. Now it is time to do some cuticle care. I will be pushing back the cuticles with the orange wood stick, and with some nails with orange wood stick you can not just push it back but also clean it a bit. Just like that. Little steps, be careful, and use the side of the orange wood stick so you will not poke the client. Then I'm going to use a flame bit with the red abrasive mark and clean the cuticle area as well as the sidewalls. The speed is about 17,000 rotations per minute. First I do it on the forward mode and then I switch to the opposite rotation to the reverse mode and do all the same but on the opposite side on all 10 nails. Keep in mind that this service, as well as all other nail services, should never hurt or burn, so if it does, you're definitely doing something wrong. Then I will trim the cuticles with the scissors, and the last step will be buffing the sidewalls and cuticle with the sphere bead. This one is with red abrasive mark, which means it's medium fine. This is a diamond bead, by the way. And as you can see, the cuticle area is already pretty clean, but with this one I will get rid of these tiny hangnails that may appear later, and also I will clean the dry skin along the sidewalls. With this bead you need to work pretty fast, do not hold it on one spot for a long time, and the speed now is about 12,000 rotations per minute. As you use the bigger size of the beads, the speed should be a little lower. We are done with the cuticle care and now let's do the overlay. By the way, take a look at the nails now, guys. they look a bit different, right? And as we apply the color, you will also notice that the shape looks so much different. I applied dehydrator on all 10 nails, let dry, and the next step will be applying base coat. I believe that shaping is super important and it can tremendously change the look of the nails and hands of the client. And also, this is something that clients may not really tell right away, unlike colors. I mean, sometimes they cannot really see which shape will suit them better. So I think this is our job of nail technicians to help them with their choice and choose the one that will perfectly match their hands. After I cure the base coat for 30 seconds in LED, then I apply the color, and we will have different colors on all 10 nails. And if you guys are wondering what am I applying on her nails and where did I get those colors, well, you need to follow my channel if you haven't yet, because I will share it in my next video. I created all these colors by myself, by the way. Then we seal it with the top coat cure for 30 seconds and we are done. Take a look at this shape. Now how different her hands look like, right? The fingers are more narrow, feminine, and elegant. I am pretty happy with the result. The client was happy because we got to keep her length. Let me guys know what do you think, and thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing as I post new videos and tutorials just like this one every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!